Let me introduce Dr. Terrance Roberts. We're very fortunate to have him today. This is monumental for us. He is a man whose actions have affected us all. Dr. Roberts is one of the original Little Rock Nine. He and 8 other African-American high school students integrated Little Rock Central High School following Brown versus Board of Education.
I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1941, which, as you think about it, historically that was not the most propitious time for someone like me to have been born in Little Rock. Odds were against me from the start. And it was very interesting because I fought against that from as far back as I can remember. Now, what had happened in Little Rock was very interesting because in the wake of the Brown decision in 1954, the Little Rock School Board decided to obey the law, for which there had been no precedent whatsoever. But they did. And they put together a plan to desegregate schools. And the first plan was very reasonable. They wanted to do kindergarten through 3rd grade. Kids began to line up and fight with her, and she decided to give up nonviolence. And for that, the school kicked her out. They said, "Minnie Jean, for your own safety and well-being, we're kicking you out of school." The next day, little cards were circulated, 1 down, 8 to go. The pressure was increased. We, the remaining 8, simply made it possible to stay there by saying to ourselves, we are going to put more energy into being nonviolent. Regardless of how many blows you deliver, we're not going to give in. We were able to do that. And I can't explain the how and why of that, but sometimes when you're in situations where you realize that it's not so much about you, it's not about your own personal safety and well-being, it's not about your comfort, it's about an idea that is much larger than you can ever be. You know, I mentioned just a few seconds ago about the mythology of race. There is no such thing as race, so how can you have mixed race or interrace? You only have individuals in the universe. There is a finite gene pool in the universe, out of which every single human being who has ever lived, who now lives, who will ever live, pulls a unique set of genes. When you really think about that, each human being in the universe is unique. Each one is unique. Okay? Ergo, there are no groups. There are no racial groups. However, again, getting back to reality, most of us don't believe that. I am rare. I'm considered an outlier by most folk for believing that, but I feel very fortunate to have learned that early in life. My own mom told me as a kid, there's no such thing as race. Don't ever get caught in that trap. That has allowed me to navigate the universe with a certain degree of skill and ability, unhampered by these so-called ties to groups.